ground shake.
Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is Sypher today, and I kind of want to clarify a little bit of what I mean by this is the worst game ever. Because personally, I actually am in love with this game. I've been playing with this game for like maybe not even a total day's worth played already, and I'm already level 12. And I think I've probably only played for like 2 hours, maybe tops, and I'm already level 12. So yeah, I've been playing this game a lot. I've been playing the beta a lot. It's pretty fun. It's amazing, extraordinary, everything like that. But I'm saying this is the worst game just because I can see the other people's perspective on this game. Because like I heard a couple people saying this game was a flop, you know, that it wasn't that great, you know, because I think what people understand and what they want is that they want something different from Call of Duty, but they don't know what they want different from Call of Duty, if that makes sense. And nobody knows what they want, you know, because, for example, when they added the jetpacks into Advanced Warfare, at first everybody's like, oh my gosh, this is going to be so cool, and then after they played it, they're like, oh, this game is ass, you know what I'm saying? Like, people do flippy floppies all the time. Same thing with Ghost. You know, Ghost was the same way, you know, that a lot of people didn't like it in the beginning, and then it kind of got a little bit more popular, and then it kind of got unpopular. Now it's pretty half and half if you like it, if you don't, you know. I can see people's arguments of why they don't like it, and I can see people's arguments of why they do like it, because honestly, I was one of those people that flip-flopped a little bit in that game, because it kind of did needed some tweaking here and there. Definitely needed it. It wasn't the perfect game, if that's, you know, what I'm saying. But anyway, here in this game, I'm loving it. I've been playing the beta. I think it's freaking amazing. I've been hyped about it. Like the first 3 games I played, which is the one you're watching, the second game I ever played on here, it was stoked. The first ever game I played, I did lose, unfortunately. But you know, I was playing against like level 4s already. You know, I was just playing for fun, right? I was just getting used to the guns, the classes. And now I finally found the kind of guns I like in this game, you know, kind of style. And this game is definitely a lot more on the realistic side than, you know, let's say even Ghosts even, you know. But even then, this game is definitely better than Black Ops 4. I mean, I haven't even played Black Ops 4. I haven't even thought about Black Ops 4 in like 3 weeks. Like, I don't even want to touch it. I don't want to see it. I don't want to do nothing with it until the next season comes out where I can just grind 20 tiers. And then just continue playing the games I love, want to play more, because I don't know, Black Ops 4 to me is just stale. It's dry. It's not fun. You know, the multiplayer is not fun. It's just full of tryhards, and it's just ridiculous. And that's kind of the same way with this game at first. You know, the first 2 days before the open beta for PS4, it was definitely full of tryhards. I mean, people were already drop shotting. People were already spawn camping. You know, because in Domination, it's so easy to spawn camp in Domination in this game because the spawns are kind of a little bit messed up on a personal level. You know, if you don't capture whatever flag they're closest to, you know, and you're not anywhere near it, they're gonna keep spawning there. But they kind of fixed that. They fixed that within the second day. I noticed by the open beta now that they fixed that issue, so it's not easier to spawn camp anymore. Like, they'll automatically switch flags or spawns whenever you get anywhere near the C flag or A flag or whatever. But the spawns in that game are still a little bit messed up. They could use a little bit of tweaking, but they're not as bad as Black Ops 4, so I'll give them that. Black Ops 4 has the worst spawns in Call of Duty history. Another thing that a lot of people are gonna say that they don't like is the maps, and I'm saying that because I can understand why they don't like some of the maps. Like, for example, like the cave, that's kind of like, I know that map's gonna be a love or hate relationship with that map. Honestly, I love it because I love the playstyle. Like for me, for example, I like to run and gun, but I also like to take my time when I'm doing it. You know, like if I see a flanking route, I'm gonna go through that flanking route. If it takes me longer to get to the enemy team behind them, boom, I'll wipe them all out. And that's why, for me, like sometimes like half my gameplay is boring, but half my gameplay is exciting moments. Like I'm getting 3 kills or 4 kills at a time, but then like the other half is like I'm just running around the map trying to get behind you. You know what I'm saying? It's good for us flankers, that map. But I can definitely see why you wouldn't like it if you're a more kind of just run and gunner kind of style from like Black Ops 1 MW3 kind of style. You know, that map is definitely not for that. That map has too many corners, has too many wide open spaces that you can get caught in with 4 or 5 different lines of sights aiming down that wide space of open. So it kind of sucks. And also B flag's position in that map is kind of a little bit messed up. I kind of would have liked it more in like the center of the map, but then it kind of would have made like half the map unplayable. But even then in domination, like the far right side of the map from A flag or the far left side from C flag, that whole side behind those buildings is like unplayable. I never see people anywhere near there. I rarely ever see people there. It's always the middle and where B flag is at, where most of your gunfights are gonna be taking place. So I can definitely see that area of why people don't like this game. The new one they just added, Gun Runner, is pretty good. It's alright. It definitely needs an extra flanking route though. Like, it definitely needs one on the right side, like an open kind of area on the right side. Personal opinion, because it kind of does feel like it plays a little too boring, you know, like it's kind of hard to get to the B flag sometimes, just because there's not direct entrances unless you're literally on the far right side. It's hard to get from one side to the other side of the map. But you know, honestly, if I was to say my least favorite map right now, I would have to say the cave map or Gun Runner, because those maps aren't good. The tight close quarters map, the one with all the containers, I love that map. On domination team deathmatch, team deathmatch, you can just dominate people on that game mode, you know, with that small tight quarters map. But a lot of these maps I've been noticing, they're kind of more medium-sized maps, you know. Like Gonza Raid, that's definitely a medium-sized map, but it plays wonderfully. Like, it has that kind of versatile gameplay of buildings, but also open areas, you know what I'm saying? So it kind of does feel like you can have a versatile combat where you can kind of have more shotguns in the middle of the map, more ARs on the right or left side of the map, depending on which side you're looking at, and more of your, you know, maybe sniper rifles and LMGs on the other side of the map. You know what I'm saying? It kind of feels like you can have a different versatile gameplay that way. Also, why I think people don't like it is it's a little bit different than the other Call of Duties. We don't have the pick 10 system. We kind of have the more of the MW system, which is you get one gun with one attachment, you get one grenade, you get one tactical, one perk, one pistol, boom, you're done, you know, or one secondary. This game, they took that concept but kind of made it more advanced in the sense that the gunsmith is you can have 5 attachments on your gun, regardless of whatever. You can have 5 attachments, or you can choose to have 5. For example, for me, I'm running 4 right now because I don't really like the stock attachment that I have, so that's whatever. But it definitely does play like a more Modern Warfare game, I would say. It definitely has that feel. It just feels more kind of tactical in a sense. You know, the laning function is pretty cool. I like all of that. Would I recommend this game if you haven't played Call of Duty in a while? Yes. Yes, I'd recommend at least playing the beta, because I can see if you like it or if you don't like it. It kind of has that kind of touchy area. Another thing I would say a lot of people don't like that I kind of don't mind is the minimap, not having a minimap. For me, if you're going to have no minimap, at least put up a minimap for when the enemy has a UAV, just so we can see, have a somewhat of advantage, because if you're not running ghosts and the enemy gets a UAV, you're completely screwed. Especially on domination. I definitely think they need a minimap for at least domination or those kinds of game modes where it's more objective based than kill based. Just because for the sense that you can kind of understand where your teammates are at on the map and kind of get a general spectrum of how the map goes, especially for new players, and it kind of make it more feasible. Or if they're gonna have no minimap, at least do it like some other map, like games like where they have no minimap, but you can pull out a map where you literally can't do anything else. You know, you can just look at the map, but you can't shoot anybody, you can't kill anybody. You can just look at the map real quick, be like, okay, boom, put it away, and keep moving. You know what I'm saying? You can do that as well. There's a couple different ways, but you know, no minimap, I kind of don't mind it on Team Deathmatch. On Team Deathmatch, I think that's fine. You know. Maybe that's because I play a lot more hardcore now, because Black Ops 4 sucks on core for me personally, so I play a lot of hardcore in that game. But you know, it's kind of flippy floppy. I can see it why you don't like it, why you do want it, why you don't want it. You know, it's kind of a tossy kind of area there. But personally, I like the guns. The guns they feel nice. They feel like you actually have some weight to it. You know, they feel thick, you know what I'm saying? Like, they give you that kind of feel, you know, it feels right. So, I mean, when you're shooting these guns, the only thing I have to say though for this game is that the recoil is a little bit too high. Even when you have grip on your gun, it seems like your gun shoots straight to the moon, especially if you get shot. Like, if you get shot first, you're most likely gonna die. It's very common unless you get a headshot on the enemy by some lucky Macarius thing. Another thing I don't like is pretty much it's a 2-shot with any gun to the head, regardless if it's a pistol or an AR or an SMG. Headshots are completely deadly in this game, but you know, it's whatever. Also, I would like to recommend to Infinity Ward buff up the SMGs. The SMGs in this game kind of feel weak, even at medium range. Like, they feel really weak at medium range. At long range, they're completely useless because of the recoil. It's just ridiculous. At close range, SMGs kind of reign supreme, but you kind of can't be too close either. You got to be kind of like a couple feet away from, like, for example, like I would say like 10-15 feet is your kind of good range. Anything past that is your medium range, which is horrible. Anything past even that is just completely useless. But anything between like 0 to 10 feet is also useless, because most of the time ARs will completely wreck you as well in that kind of close range. Also, shotguns, I don't think they need a buff. A lot of people say they need a buff. I don't think so. I think you need to be more run and gunner. You gotta kind of keep your area kind of focused on one area of the map, and more close quarters areas. But you know, it's whatever. I mean, it's you. I mean, I've been using the shotgun a little bit. I've never gotten a hit marker unless I was shooting from like medium range, which makes sense, you know. But the shotguns are definitely deadly in this game, in a certain retrospect.
Oh shit, you scared me.
I just feel like this game needs a little bit more kind of touches in here, because it's definitely not flawless. It has some issues that are definitely present when you play it that are hard to explain, like kind of lag issues between mounting and unmounting, kind of gunplay issues, how guns feel sometimes. Certain guns don't feel as good as others. You know, simple things like that. I think they should work out and twerk out, but for right now, would I recommend at least playing the game to see if you like it? Yeah, definitely. Would I recommend buying it? That's kind of another story, because I feel like this game is going to be one of those games where it's like 75% of the people are going to like it, but then there's going to be like 25% of the people that hate it. You know, it's going to be like one of those games. You know what I'm saying? Because MW3 is a really popular game, but there's also some people that hate it. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be one of those games. Honestly, that's how I feel. I love it though. I've been playing the shit out of it. I love it. It's a great game for me. I'm definitely happy with my purchase. I'm definitely gonna be playing a shitload of it. I can't wait to play the campaign. I feel like the campaign is gonna be marvelous. The multiplayer definitely be playing the shit out of, because it is great. Would I recommend pre-ordering it? Yes. Pre-order. Go pre-order. Yeah, go pre-order. But at least play the beta a little bit as well. You know, kind of get it kind of touchy on there as well. You know, a little sucky before you get to the whole shebang. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, I hope you guys, you know, get that foreplay action going. That's what I'm saying, basically. I hope you guys have enjoyed today's video. If you did, please leave a like rating. You know, hit the like button. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. Hit the notification icon to stay up to date with my latest videos, which may not be coming as often anymore, but you know, I'll try. Anyway, you know, it's whatever, you know, leave a comment down below. I really do love reading you guys' comments, even if it's a hateful comment, for God's sakes. It just makes me happy that I got a comment, honestly. I really do love reading comments. It makes me happy. Anyway, this is Sypher 2, now signing out, you know what I'm saying? Bye, guys. Peace out.